Good morning, everybody. It's Lori here from Ocean View Knits and Crochet. Coming to you from Prince Edward Island, Canada. Today is Wednesday, February 4th. And today I'm going to talk about what I accomplished in January. And I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3 finished objects and 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 WIPs and 1 acquisition. So let's start with my stats from January. Got them all written down here in my trusty little notebook. So in January, I finished 10 projects. 1 was a dishcloth, 5 hats, 2 pairs of mittens, 1 pair of fingerless mitts, and 1 blanket, for a total of 1,541 grams of yarn, or 3.9 pounds of yarn out of my stash. So I'm quite happy with that. That's a great start to use my stash year for sure. So that was what I did in January. And so far in February, I don't have any finished objects. The finished objects I'm going to show you today were finished towards the end of January. But I'll show them to you first. First up is another pair of Newfoundland mittens, cat hair and all. These were one of my WIPs from last year, so I've got those done. And I also have a hat that I did last year that matches these, so that would be a nice gift for somebody, I would say. And then I had a skein of yarn that I won in a giveaway from Juan the Yarn Addict back in 2024, I do believe. The yarn was called Premier Fable, and I believe at that time it was one of their newer yarns. So anyway, I decided I would do something with that yarn. So I knit a couple of hats. So this is the first one, and I don't have the ball band anymore, but it is a super bulky weight yarn. And this hat, the pattern is called Gala Hat. So that's that one. And then I had enough to make one more hat, and this one is just called basic bulky, super bulky hat, something like that. Just a basic beanie. So that's what I did for my 3 finished objects, and I still have a tiny ball left, but maybe I'll use that as a, mix it in with some other yarn. You know what I mean. Anyway, I do have a fair amount of active WIPs on the go. 2 of them are from my 12 days of cast-ons. The first one is my Musselburgh hat. So I've got this much done on my Musselburgh hat. That, I believe, was my cast-on number 1. And this will eventually be for my husband. So I've got that much done on my Musselburgh hat, and the yarn I'm using for that it's opal, I don't know, just opal. I can't tell. It's opal. We all know what opal is. The next WIP that I have is also from my 12 days of cast-ons. Let me get it up here, get it organized. It's my Missing Mojo socks. Get them organized here so they look half decent. This is the first one. I'm almost to the toe on that one. And then the second one, I've just got just a cuff done on the second one. I'm kind of falling behind on my sock knitting, but I would like to get those ones done this month for sure. Those are my Missing Mojo socks, and I believe they were cast on number 3 of the 12 cast-ons. And the yarn I'm using for those is Ancient Arts Socknado, the color Naked Orchid. That's those, and I have 2 blanket WIPs. The first one is, get it organized here. First one is a C2C, get it up there, C2C blanket. The yarn for that is Premier Puzzle in the color Cryptic. I have a lot of that, so I'm hoping to make a fairly big blanket with that. Then the next blanket that I have is, I'm going to thank Judy at Judy's Creations in Crochet for this blanket, because I only started it because she drew blankets for her mal for February, so I'm making a blanket for February. So this is what I've got so far. I'm using Karen Colorama Ogos that I've had in my stash for forever, and the pattern is from Juan the Yarn Addict, the Fifi rectangle blanket. So that's a number 5 weight yarn, so that should go fairly quickly. That's my second blanket that I'm working on, and I only have one more work in progress, and it is, I'm making stuffed hearts because Hospice PEI here in Prince Edward Island, they have a campaign every February because February is Heart Month. And what they do is they get volunteers to knit or crochet hearts. They can be any size, they can be any color, doesn't matter. And every Murphy's Pharmacy, which is a pharmacy chain here in PEI, everyone on PEI has a big basket with these hearts in it, and for a $3 donation you can take home a heart, and all the proceeds go to Hospice PEI. So I am working on hearts, and I'll show you what I've got so far. That one there, just using scraps, so great use for scraps. This one is kind of two-colored. This one. This one. And this one. And those are what I have so far. They are not going to collect them from me till at least the middle of the month, because they have lots for now, and they'll be running out again by then, so I still have lots of time to make more. So that is my Hearts for Hospice. And you can also use whatever pattern you want to use. I started off with one pattern and then I switched to another one that I found on YouTube because I found it a little easier to make. Anyway, I have one acquisition, and I know I said that I'm on a no-buy year, but the only reason I bought this skein of yarn was because I won a $25 gift certificate, and in order to use the gift certificate, I had to spend just a teeny tiny bit extra. But that's okay because I didn't want the gift certificate to go to waste, of course. So this is what I got. It is from Frankie Gray Fibers, and they are in Canada. I'm not 100% sure where in Canada. They're in Canada, and it just so happened that when I won the gift certificate, they had free shipping that weekend, so that was an extra bonus. But this is DK yarn. It is their MCN DK base, 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon, and 10% cashmere. 100 grams, 232 yards, and the colorway is called Pinking of You. Isn't that cute? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't have a whole lot of DK yarn at all, so we'll save that for something special. Anyway, the only other thing I've been doing, which is a major thing, is because my yarn, this is my yarn room that I am in, and back, a couple of years ago, I guess, when we had to take in our grandchildren, I had to very rapidly pack up all my yarn and put it away out of this room because this was going to be their bedroom. So now that they've gone back home, I am slowly trying to organize my yarn, and I'm finding that some bins have just a mishmash of whatever I could throw in them at the time. So I'm trying to do inventory on all my yarn, which will take me forever. But I started with worsted weight acrylic, and that got me a little scared because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages just of worsted weight acrylic. That is a little scary. Close to 100 pounds of acrylic, I believe. And right now I'm working on, I think I'm done the worsted weight blends. And next up is the worsted weight wool. And I have a lot of that because I have especially a lot of Briggs & Little. And yeah, I might later on today tackle a little bit of that. But that's kind of scary for me because, I mean, I have at least 2 huge tubfuls of sock yarn. I have, I don't know how many tubfuls of number 5 weight and tubfuls of number 6 weight and tubfuls of DK weight. And yeah, it's going to take me quite a long time to get everything documented, but at least I'm getting the bins organized so that everything that belongs together is together, and that will be a big bonus. Then at least I will know what I have, and I can look on my papers and see what I have, see what the yardage is, because what I'm writing down is I'm writing the brand. So first up is Red Heart Bitty Stripes, and then I'm writing all the colorways that I have, the yardage, and that is yardage per skein, then the number of skeins that I have, the total yardage I have, the grams per skein, and the total grams. So for any specific project, I can look and I can see exactly how many grams I have and how much yardage I have and whether I have enough to do a project. So eventually, whenever I get this done, it should be a big help. For now, it's a stressful project. Anyway, we will get it done eventually. So my February plans are, other than I definitely need to work on the Hearts for Hospice, because that is something that needs to be done in February for sure. And my Fifi blanket, that needs to be done in February. And those are the only two that need to be done in February. And after that, I'm hoping not to start too many new things other than maybe a hat. I'm actually thinking of doing a Bod Hat-a-Palooza this month, because I do like the hat for this month. But other than that, I would especially like to get a few more WIPs crossed off my list. Anyway, I'm sure we're all in the same boat. I know some of you can be monogamous knitters or crocheters, but I don't belong to that category at all. I have a bad case of startitis, and I tend to start a lot of things, and it takes a long time to finish some of them because I get bored so easy. Every day I don't even work on the same project for one day. I might work on one for a couple hours, then I'll switch to something else for a couple hours, and that's how it goes. Eventually they'll get done. So that's about all I've got to do or to say for today. I'm going to do a little more work here. I think I'll start on my rest of my worsted weight, see if I can get that done. And I'll get those bins out of the way. And yeah, so far with all my organizing, I've got 2 extra empty bins, so that's great. So I'm going to let you go for now, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.